Morning, everyone. Okay, in the second session, we are going to continue our lesson in the third point. The topic's classical definition of probability on page 208 to 209 in your textbook. The objective, after you finish this session, you will be able to use the formulas of probability to calculate simple event. Yeah. Review. What is the sample space of tossing a fair coin? Yes, it's correct. The answer, the sample space is. What does equally likely mean? Can you give me any idea? Yes, it sounds reasonable. Equally likely means the outcomes have the same chance or probability. Let's look at this coin. Assume that this coin we have head and tail. So the topic we are going to identify the classical definitions of probability. Since the outcomes of an experiments of tossing a fair coin are equally likely. Why? Either one of the outcome is just as likely as the other. You see the probability of a coin, if you just toss it once, the probability of getting a head is 1/2. And the probability of getting a tail is also 1/2. Both events are equally likely. In general, in an experiment resulting in n equally likely outcomes, if m of these outcomes favor the occurrence of an event E, then the probability of event E happening written as P of E is defined as below. Probability of event E is equal to number of favorable outcomes to the number of possible outcomes, or we can write down as m/n. Here's an example. A circle is divided into 4 sectors colored yellow, red, blue, and green as shown in the figure. A point is selected at random in the circle. Find the probability that it lies in the yellow sector, blue sector, black sector, and overall sectors. So, like what you see, there are 4 parts or 4 color sectors in here. Just yellow, red, blue, and green. So we are going to find out the probability of this sector by using the classical definitions of the probability formula. The solution. Since a point is selected at random, any points in the circle will have the same chance of being selected. So for probability of yellow sector, we will identify by comparing the area of the yellow sector to the area of the circle. So I hope you all remember about how to identify area of sector. But in here, as the simplification, we also can write it as 180 degrees compared to 360 degree. The answer we can present as a fraction 1/2 or a decimal 0.5 or in a percentage as 50%. B. Probability of blue sector. The blue sector presents 45 degrees, so we compare it to the whole 360 degrees and simplify, we will get 1/8. Question C. Since there is no black sector in the circle, so the probability of black sector does not exist. It means 0 degrees to compare the 360 degree, we also get 0. Point D. Probability of all sector. Of all sectors, just the whole circle, so its mean the probability will be 1. It's absolutely happen. Okay, just note. A probability of only 1 is a number from 0 to 1 that tells us how likely it is that the event will happen. A probability of 0 means that the event is impossible. It's absolutely is not happen. 2. A probability of 1 means that the event must happen. This is just the line to represent a chance or probability. The 0 chance means impossible. And 1 is the 10 chance, absolutely. The certainty is 100%. And 0.5 is the event chance. And 0.2 represents the low chance, less likely. 0.8 is high chance, just more likely. Just observe it is a die. How many faces of it? Yes, a fair dice. There are 6 faces, so you can count the numbers of faces. In the experiments of rolling of a fair die once, A. What is the sample space? B. Find the probability of getting 1. Even numbers, 2. Prime numbers, 3. Composite number. So before we start solving this, we should remind back about what is a prime number, what is a composite number, and what is the even number. Yes, that's correct. Prime number is a number which has only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. How about composite number? Who can answer? Yes. Okay, composite number is a number which has more than 2 factors. Just an example, like 4, like 6, they are composite number. How about even number? Yeah, that's correct. Even number is the number can be divided by 2 exactly. Okay, now move to our solution. Question A, to identify the sample space. So the sample space of rolling a fair die once is B. Find the probability of getting 1. Even numbers. Like what you observe, how many numbers are even numbers? Okay, in the sample space we have 2, 4, and 6 are even numbers. So the probability of even numbers will be 3 out of 6, equal to 0.5. Move to point 2. prime numbers. Okay, depending on the observation in the sample space, again, how many prime numbers are there? Okay, there are 3 prime numbers. Yes, correct. We have 2 prime number, 3 prime number, and 5 also prime number. So there are 3 prime numbers in the sample space. So the probabilities of prime number will be 3 out of 6 again. It's equal to 0.5. Okay, move to the third point. Sorry, I just forgot to change. It's just 8.2. Okay, composite number. Yeah, how many composite number in the sample space, everyone? That's correct. We have 2 composite number. So the probability of composite number here is equal to 2 out of 6 or 1 over 3. Okay, look at the spinner. This is your homework. If the spinner below is rotated, determine the probability that the arrow will point to 1. Number greater than 4. 2. A prime number. 3. A factor of 8. Please do this homework and return it back on Monday before 1:30 p.m. Thank you for your paying attention. Let's wash our hands to keep healthy. Good luck, everyone.